Welcome back to the channel, guys, and today we're going to do a little project in the VW Sharan, and it's a very simple one. It's going to be modifying the dash caddy to accept USBs. So let me show you the final product and then we'll take you through how I did it.
We're Mark and V, and this is our adventures.
So here we are. We got the dash caddy here, and I'd imagine this is the same on quite a lot of sort of 2013 aged VWs. So inside the little caddy, if we move in, so you can see there, 3 USBs. One's got a flash drive in it, one connects to Apple CarPlay on my stereo, and one is an auxiliary one which will go to a battery for charging cameras and things when I'm out and about, when I've obviously parked up and I don't want to use the main battery. Let's have a look and see how I did it. It's really easy.
Well, there's 3 USB cables as well that come with this unit, and sometimes people just tuck them away, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually have them mounted in this little pocket that sits in the front of the car, so we can at least have a device charging off it. So what I've done on the side here, hopefully you can see, I've marked off where the 3 USBs will come through, and what we'll do is we'll cut holes there and then we'll hot glue them from the back, and that should hopefully have it nice and tidy. We'll see how it goes. So I'll just cut them out now. Okay, so I've drilled some guide holes. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to drill a bigger hole in the middle. I've marked it off, and the idea is we're going to file out blunt drill. We'll find a sharp drill. Now, a little while ago when we were at Busfest, I bought this pack of drills, didn't I? That we're meant to go through masonry, everything else. Well, these are these drills, and I've been using them for a while now, and they're really good. First up, you can see there now, I'll just cut and file to the corners. So what we're going to do now is get a hacksaw and just cut as well as we can, and that should be good. Once you've drilled that big hole, you can get a pair of like snips, pinchers, pliers, whatever you want to call them, and you can just gently go in and take out the excess. Little bits are coming out. You're still going to have to file it down, but it's going to make it a lot easier. That's why you've originally marked it off, so you know exactly what you're doing. You can see very rough cuts at the moment. I'll just hold that up a bit closer so you can see it. But very rough cuts at the moment, but once that's filed, that will look so much better. As you can see there, we're cutting a relatively tidy hole there. The next stage, I'll do all them. The next stage then will be having a push fit. So the cables go in, but they're tight. And then when we think they're all perfect, in the sense of being tight and going in just deep enough. You don't want too far in, but you want them to protrude just a little tiny bit. I'll show you that in a minute. And when it all goes back in, it'll look quite neat and tidy, and you won't even know it's there when the lid's down. which is even better. So there we are, that's roughly cut now. So the next thing to do is we're going to get the cables and we're going to offer them up and see just how much more we're going to take away. It's better to leave a little bit too much meat on it before you like go the full distance, rather than like cut it exactly as you think it's going to be. Now that's roughly, I think, going to be quite snug. Okay, so you can see two have gone in quite nicely there. One is still a little bit tight. Hopefully I can show you that. Don't know if you can see that in there at the moment, but we'll show you it properly when it's in the car. So what I'm going to do is just that one there now is just going to be taking it a little bit more, and I can pretty much see where it's tight. So we'll get that done. Then we'll hot glue all around, so it makes it really, really strong. Obviously it's permanent then. Well, it's not permanent, is it? Because you could take the hot glue out if you wanted, but you would have the hose in it, so you'd have to do something else with that. But we're not looking at taking it out, we're looking at adding. There we are, that's the cables all rigged up. Now you'll notice you've got USB 3, USB 2 and CarPlay in the middle. Now the reason I've done that is because if I want to plug in CarPlay, rather than thinking, oh, which one is it? It will always be in the center. So that is just my thinking there, just to make things a little tiny bit easier. So the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to just very carefully run some hot glue just down the back here and just get it going. Sometimes they don't grip very well, these glue guns. A little bit of hot glue there, a little bit of hot glue there. Just to get him in position. And while that's happening, just check inside that you're happy with the distance that they're coming out. You've got time to do it now. And if you are, you want to turn it around. You see that moved quite a bit then. So just let that dry a bit more. And come on the sides now. Problem with glue guns is they do get a little bit messy as well. The glue, if it doesn't go through properly on the trigger, which this one's not doing, you do have to push it a little bit. There we are, that is got glue all around it. We'll just let that cool off. One last check to make sure we are happy with the positioning. And you've got all these little strings, we'll get rid of them. And hopefully, I'll show you that. You can see how they are. I've got to go around the edges inside just to clean off. just to make it look even better. And the glue's gone off. You see there. I mean, it doesn't look that pretty that side, does it? But it's strong. That is the main thing. You could use Aerodite, I suppose, if you wanted to, but I prefer hot glue. And you can see on the inside there, it just needs to be cleaned up again. But there you are, USB, CarPlay. Nice and tidy. And you'll be able to put your device in there to charge. Or even, you know, an iPod or whatever to connect up to your head unit.
Well, what do you think? I think that's a really easy modification and really useful as well. It gives you easy access to your head unit. You can charge your phone if you need to. You can add stuff to your head unit if you need to. Files, for instance, music, for instance. You'll be able to read off a memory stick and you know, have your favourite albums on flash drive if that's what you want. And you can charge stuff up as well. Anyway, if you've enjoyed it, give us a thumbs up, guys. And if you want to see more little mods and more bits and pieces from our channel, please consider subscribing. And hopefully we'll see you in the next video. Look after yourselves. See you later. Bye.